I get a lot of people asking me how we were blessed to walk away from corporate America in our early 30s. Well, listen, I don't want to keep that a secret. I want to share it with the world. And so maybe you're listening to this podcast and you're trying to figure out, how do I even get started on my journey of entrepreneurship and getting to a level of freedom? Well, text the word freedom to 737 777 9909. Enter your information in, and we look forward to sharing some information with you. A proven system with small overhead, right? That you can do part-time, spare time, right from the comfort of your home, and have amazing mentors, coaches, and a community of entrepreneurs who are willing to support you and help you on your journey to freedom. Welcome to Code Freedom. I'm your host, Eddie Bales. Have you ever felt stuck? Have you ever felt like there's got to be more than life than the reality that you see every day? Tune in weekly, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays as we crack the codes to freedom in every area of your life. Welcome to Code Freedom. I'm your host, Eddie Bales, and this is episode 73. And today we're going to talk about opportunities. And you have to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in the lifetime of the opportunity. What does that mean? That means that opportunities don't go away. They just pass you by. And if we don't take advantage of it, if we don't seize it, then someone else is going to seize it. Because listen, while you're playing, somebody else is working, right? And so sometimes you got to stay up later. You got to get up earlier. You got to do what you have to do. You got to be sometimes inconvenienced when you're taking advantage of opportunities. And opportunities, they'll pop up, right? But they won't always pop up. Sometimes you got to go seek them out. Sometimes you got to go chase them. You got to go after them, right? Opportunities are everywhere. They're endless, right? And you got to stay focused too. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great to have multiple streams of income. You want to have that. Matter of fact, I encourage you to have at least 7 streams of income, right? Even the Bible talks about that in Ecclesiastes. But here's the deal. Have one main focus and then get that baby off the ground. Get that baby grown up to a point where it almost runs passively. You don't really have to work a whole lot toward it, and then start working on some other things. Maybe you can juggle 2 things or 3 things at a time, but the point is, be careful not to be an octopus on roller skates where you're trying to do so many things at once that none of them get the focus that is necessary to really make that thing happen. And I see people do this all the time, and it drives me up a wall because they don't understand focus, right? Focus is everything, because some things require a little bit more attention in the beginning to really build up so that you can get it to where it is passive in nature. And so, like I said, there are opportunities everywhere. There are endless opportunities to take advantage of. There are great opportunities out there. And there's this acronym POUR, passing over opportunities repeatedly, right? And so don't be that person that says, oh, well, my life is this and my life is that. Well, look, what opportunities have you taken advantage of? And sometimes we take advantage of opportunities and then we don't take advantage of opportunities. What does that mean? That means we get involved with something or we start something, but we don't finish it. I mean, it's, why would we give corporate America all our time and our energy, but then we'll take advantage of an opportunity and we won't give it the time and the energy that it deserves, that it needs, right? I mean, to me, it's like, how there's in budgeting, we talk about pay yourself first. Well, I mean, yes, work your job, but as soon as you get off, you want to be focusing on what can you do to expand your business for the day, right? And every day you get a little bit closer. You lay another brick in the wall to your dynasty, right? So those are the things that you really want to be paying attention to, be mindful of, and be thinking about, right? Because again, opportunity doesn't go away. It just passes you by, and someone's going to get it. Someone's going to take. And here's what happens: someone could have the same exact circumstances that you have, and they may take it and run with it and kill it, right? And then maybe you didn't, but you had the same exact circumstance. So it wasn't the fact that maybe you didn't have a car, or it wasn't the fact that, you know, you're busy and you got a busy lifestyle. You know, people find all kind of ways to make excuses. You know what I learned? There's no such thing as lack of time. There's really just lack of priority, right? Because we put a priority on what we want, right? And so, you know, I'll give you an example, and I shared this with one of my business partners the other day. Let's just say that you say you don't have a lot of time to take advantage of opportunities, right? Well, okay, let's just say that you had a whole day planned out. You had this whole elaborate schedule of things you were going to do. Well, then all of a sudden something happens and you almost break your ankle or something happens. I don't wish that on you, but let's just say something happens to your ankle and now you got to be rushed to the emergency room. Listen, your whole priority just changed. Right? The only priority that's important now is getting to that emergency room and getting your ankle taken care of. And so again, things shift, but only when we put a priority on certain things. So again, you got to seek opportunity. You got to take advantage of the opportunity. And when I say take advantage of the opportunity, if you have an opportunity that you've taken advantage of, take advantage of it. Like, go all in on it. Give it 100%, right? Because what's the point of playing with it? Like, go give it everything you have, and then the rewards shall come. And so, you know, this is a shorter episode today, but I just want to bring this to you because, you know, opportunities are constantly popping up, and you got to take advantage of them. And you got to seek them. If you're going to have the life of freedom, you have to find some things that you can actually do that's going to bring that freedom. It's one thing to talk about it, to dream about it, to think about it, but look, let's just go get it. Let's go do it. Let's do what we need to do to make that thing happen. And sometimes it's right in front of us and we don't take advantage of it, right? You know, we have something that we know we can work it. We know we can be successful. We've seen other people do it. But you know, if it's possible for them, you know, one of my partners, they say this, and I love it. She says, if it has been done, it can be done. And if it can be done, it can be done by you. And I love that phrase because it's so true. Like, we can make it happen, right? If someone else has done it, then we can do it too, right? Sometimes other people have the same opportunities and they have the same maybe product or the same type of service or whatever. The only variable that's usually in the equation is you. What are you going to do to make it happen? And so, listen, I hope you enjoyed this episode 73. Go out there and take advantage of opportunities. Live a life of freedom that you deserve so you can live the life that you're called to live and not the life that you have to live. God bless you all. Take care and take charge. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for listening. Definitely feel free to take a screenshot of this episode, tag me in it on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you find me on social media. I would love to give you a shout out. Hey, you might even get a prize. Who knows? But excited that you had a chance to take a listen. I hope you got a lot of value. And definitely feel free to give us 5 stars as well as a review. Show us some love, and we appreciate you. God bless you all, and see you all over the top.